there, I'm Candy with Order Your Spaces, a professional organizing company serving Mobile and Baldwin counties. Now today I thought we would talk about summer routines. Children are coming home from school and that kind of falls into the category of time management. So hey moms, what have you got planned for the summer? What kind of structure do you have set up for the summer? And I kind of know what you're thinking because I felt this way. You sort of couldn't wait till school got out so that you wouldn't have structure. You're like, oh, no more pushing to get out the door, no more laying the clothes out, no more making sure all the backpacks and the lunches get made. And it's kind of like the first 2 weeks of summer, you don't want any structure. You just kind of want to let your hair down, let everybody breathe, everybody exhale. But then we know what happens, don't we, moms? After about 2 weeks, everybody's going stir crazy and you're going, when does school start again? So let me share some tips that I used when my children were still living in my home. I like to think of a 24-hour day as 3 blocks of time. A morning block, an afternoon block, and an evening block. And you know what? We all thrive on some type of structure, don't we? Now, some of us like more structure than others, but we all like some measure of knowing what we're going to be doing during our day. We have expectations, and our children have expectations, and so moms, let's manage that expectation by having some form of structure for the summer. I used to always like to say that work comes before play. And so what that might look like in your home this summer is food prep still has to happen every day, right? Laundry still has to happen every day. Floors still have to be vacuumed. Kitchens still have to be cleaned. And so those are work-related tasks. So maybe you start this summer with everybody gets up in the morning and we all take care of our task for the day, whatever those are. You could have teenagers, you could have middle schoolers, you could have elementary age, but whatever is age appropriate, I say that everybody starts with making their bed. I'm a big believer that you just make your bed in the morning and it makes your whole room look better and it just starts the day off great. But anyway, so you start off with work. And you start off with everybody pitching in for all the things that have to happen every day, regardless of whether we're in school or out of school. And then maybe you can move into the play. In the morning, I used to always want to burn up energy, is what I called it. So I liked for the mornings, late morning to maybe right after lunch, to be high activity. And for us, that meant going to the neighborhood swimming pool, because it's hot here in Mobile. It could mean going to the splash pad. It could mean going to the beach. It could mean going out to Presley's Lake. I mean, we live down here with so many options. It could mean setting a sprinkler up in your backyard if your children are young and letting them play and run around in it. But let them burn some energy up in the morning, okay? So that after lunch, everybody can kind of chill for a couple of hours. And that would be your afternoon block. And then they kind of get revved back up for dinner. And what about just getting everybody involved in meal prep? Instead of you being the one that does all the work, what about involving the whole family in that? And so you kind of see how this flows and how this works. When you have 3 blocks of time, you have your work, you have your activity, you have your afternoon rest time, and then you've got your evening block, okay? And somewhere along in there, you throw in, some television, I'm sure. My kids always did watch a little more television in the summer than we ever watched during the school year because we had more time. And I had 2 sons that were sports fanatics, and so a lot of baseball going on at my house and that kind of thing. But I encourage you as a mom to have a wall calendar that everyone in the family can see and structure out your days. And some of you will be going, whoop, whoop, because you love that. Others will be going, oh, I don't want structure. But you really do. You want some measure of it. You want to know what your days were going to look like in the summer, and your kids want to know what the days are going to look like. So you don't get those constant questions. What are we going to do today? What are we going to do today? What are we going to do tomorrow? What are we going to do tomorrow? So if you'll have that calendar up on the wall and kind of write in every day what it looks like, it'll remove some of those questions, and it'll lower everybody's expectations, and it'll lower some of the tension in your home for this summer. So be thinking, moms, right now you've still got some free brain cells. So be thinking, what is your summer going to look like? And share below in the comments so that we all can learn from one another. How do you structure your summer? What does it look like in your home? Let's share ideas for activities in Mobile and Baldwin County. Do you know about some things that are going on that would be great activities for elementary age, great activities for middle school age? And a lot of the teenagers that are driving, they're working. So they're kind of not included in this idea of what I'm talking about. So share in the comments, and let's all learn from each other, and share this video with your friends. Share this video with all the moms that you know. Maybe there are some tips that I shared today that will be helpful. Maybe these are things that you've not ever thought of before, because like I said, we like the lazy, hazy days of summer, and I love them too, but even the lazy, hazy days have to have some type of structure for everyone to function, and for mom not to get burnt out, and for everyone to have a good summer. So, love to hear from you. Tell me what works for your family in the summer. This is what worked for mine. And as always, thanks for watching in. Give me a thumbs up, engage with me, comment, so that my Facebook Lives will keep showing up in your feed every week. Thanks a lot. Have a great rest of the week. Bye now.